about that. But folks, yeah, going to be windy out there for sure. And you're tracking some rain too next week. So
that's right.
That's something we'll talk about in your full forecast in a couple of minutes. But first, let's address some headlines making news around the country. Our first comes from Times Square. People are already gearing up for the annual New Year's Eve bash in New York City. And Times Square visitors, they're ringing in the new year by saying, "Good riddance, 2022. Get out of here." Hundreds of people lining up to write off all the things they hope to be rid of in 2023. Participants tearing and trashing those bad memories, followed by bashing a punching bag. And this guy, the famous Naked Cowboy, I had never heard of this guy until I read this story this morning, but he intends to continue not wearing pants, he says. So others are saying goodbye to self-consciousness, bad vibes, and painful moments they've endured this year. I'm still kind of working on resolutions.
I think we should be doing this during midday. That just should be our midday show.
Yeah, just writing off 2022, and we'll bring in like a Bozo the Clown punching bag or something. I think that would take a little bit of aggression out every now and then. That's always good for it. So yeah, about time to start writing down your resolutions, folks, if you're one that believes in those. So we'll brainstorm some. Yeah. We'll have to. Our next headline comes from Disney. The company made a major announcement about comic book titan Stan Lee on what would have been his 100th birthday. So Disney announced it will debut a documentary about Lee on its streaming service next year. Stan Lee famously had cameos in almost every Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, but he's better known as the person who wrote the actual comic book stories that they were based on. Lee helped create and develop characters including Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, and the Avengers. Lee died back in 2018 at the age of 95. So as a kid, I was always I was obsessed with Stan Lee and a lot of these comics. Are you into the superhero stuff? Have you watched a lot of those?
Oh, I have, and I'm sure this documentary is going to be fantastic.
I'm sure it will be, and Disney will probably do a pretty good job with this. They've got the rights, of course, to the Marvel movies, and I always remember being a kid and seeing Stan Lee in some of those, and it was like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like pointing at the screen like, "Oh, Stan Lee." So yeah, should be good, and that debuts next year on the Disney Plus app. All right, coming up next, Savannah's laying out her full forecast for you. We talked about those rain chances. She's going to time those out for you for over the weekend and next week, and plus when we get colder again. And we have news on an urgent need for blood donations. We hear from the Red Cross on why donations are so strained right now. Plus, we'll check in with Cullerton's Joshua Pineda, who's covering that breaking news for us, a double homicide in Northeast Springfield. We have that information coming straight ahead after this.